up at night. Okay. All right, we're muting.
Okay, here we go. Good morning. I guess Anne's back is feeling a little better, I hope. Anyways, here we go. Back in the mat, feet nice and wide, take a nice big deep breath and reach the arms really long, but keep them a little wide. So you don't feel any pinching of the shoulders. And now just go up and over to one side. And then up and over to the other side, just a little. You're just warming up. Sort of rock it side to side a few more times. You're trying to lift up and out of your hips as you do this. And then relax. Make a fist, elbows back, pull down. Really important here to draw in that stomach. These muscles, I want you to work the whole 45 minutes. So just get really good at breathing while you hold it, your belly button up and in towards the spine. And we like to begin these movements with a breath. So you breathe as much as you can throughout the class. Okay, now standing up, sweep just one arm up and over. Really try to reach it long. So much more intense stretch all the way down over that hip. And then do the same on the other side. It's all about pushing up and out, right? As you go over. And then one more time on each side. Nice long arm. Okay, now hands on your waist. You're just going to send the hips from side to side. So you're getting a nice little release and activation of those inner thigh muscles. Now we're going to add on, I want you to make a nice half circle going back and then switch directions. Do like a nice forward fold with this. You are going to feel it more in the inner thighs. You kind of want to explore where you can. One more on each side. Okay, bring your feet hip width apart. Standing nice and tall, proud of the chest. Keep your palms facing open. And really try to pinch the shoulder blades together in the back. So all your thoracic spine is engaged. And I want you to take your right foot, just tuck it inside the leg. So you're not, now if you really are challenged with balance, you can send the arms out to the side, but try to keep them fairly close to your body as you balance. Now it's all about lifting up and out of this left hip if you've tucked in your right foot. So try to grow everything upward. And then do the same on the opposite side. Nice proud chest, trying to get taller. You also want to try to relax the toes from grabbing. So try to calm the foot as best as you can. Okay, both feet down, hip width apart, take a nice big deep breath. We're going to swan dive it all the way down and walk it out to plank. So take lots of steps with the hands. Once you're in your high plank, shoulders stack over the wrists, legs are nice and long. Just hold here for a couple of breaths. And now let's take it to a downward facing dog. Driving the heels towards the floor and then picking them up. So you're really stretching out the pad of the foot. Drive them down and pick them up. Let's do that a few more times. Now, float back to plank. Just hold here for a couple of more breaths. And now put the knees on the floor. You're in your quadruped position. We're going to do 5 slow cat cows. Draw the belly in while you do these and keep it there. Okay, I'd like you to come onto the tops of your feet and open up your knees. Have a seat back on the heels and walk the palms out to the corners of the front of the mat and slowly lower the chest. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. Forehead is off the floor, but you're working to get the chest down. Take that right palm, open it to face the ceiling and pick it up off the floor. Now reach it to try to grab the front of your room. And then close it and relax. Other side, open, lift, and reach. And keep oscillating side to side. It's all about turning that palm to face up and keeping the arm nice and long. No bend in the elbow. Now just hold here, relax. I want you to put the forearms down on the floor and lower the forehead to the mat. So just chill out and breathe. Nice. So come back up into your quadruped position. So your knees are under your hips. Tuck your toes under. We're going to float the bear. And then put the knees back down. Let the muscles reset and relax. And then start again. Drawing in the belly, elevating the knees, hanging out for a breath or two, and then back down. It's a great way to wake up your core, get these muscles used to responding to effort. Do like 4 or 5 more. Now come up onto your knees. We're going to step our left foot forward. And if you need to put a towel under your right knee, go ahead and do that. You're going to let the hips slowly move forward, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips. We're going to take this right arm, reach it up and over. Just want to go to a place where it feels like, oh yeah, I know what she's trying to do. Stretch out this hip flexor. Let's take both hands down to the mat. And we're going to take the toes of the left foot up towards the ceiling. Send the hips back till that left leg is straight. Now, if you can, take your left hand to the bottom of that left foot and pull the toes backwards, the whole pad of the foot. Sorry, pull it towards you. And then release it. Let the hips come forward. And you're going to take the left hand inside that front leg. Your hips are gonna really try to get a little lower down. So you feel a nice groin stretch of the left side. Now take that left foot, walk it over to the edge of the mat. Walk it out to the left. If you can, lower down onto one or both forearms. Hold and breathe. And come back up. And now you're going to send that left leg back. Meet me in your quadruped position and do some more cat-cows. Maybe this time you move the body forward and back slightly, changing up the angles. You should also be getting a nice stretch as you push away from the earth around the armpits. Okay, now come back up onto your knees. Send your right foot forward and let the hips come forward. Sweep this arm out to the side and up and over. Doesn't need to go over that much, just a little. Just relax, hold and breathe, 3 or 4 breaths. Okay, let's take that hand back down, frame your front foot, pick those toes up, send the hips back, nice long leg on that right side. Come forward, bring that right hand inside the foot. Let the hips come as far forward as they want to. Now let's walk that right foot out to the side. See if you can get down onto your forearms. And bring yourself back up. Step that foot back. You're back into that quadruped position doing your cat-cows last time today. Maybe try stepping the hands a little more forward and see what that does to stretching out the back of the arms. Okay, from a neutral spine, I want you to send the left arm forward and your right leg backwards. Bring your knee and elbow to meet in the middle, flex the spine, and then extend out long again. 4 more. And switch it up. Right arm out, left leg back. Draw it in. Flex the spine. And extend. The leg nice and long back there. Okay, from your quadruped position, left hand to left ear. Lift your left shoulder up. Cross it over to the right elbow and sweep it back up again. 4 more. And now do the same on the other side. You're not letting those fingers really weight into the ear, you're just holding them there lightly. Focus on the shoulder. Nice, okay, walk your hands to the front corners of the mat and let the hips come forward. Modified cobra. Draw the belly button up and in. Now send those hips back. You need to walk your hands in a little bit, go for it. And now bring it forward again. Take your gaze, look straight ahead. And send those hips back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Quadrant head position. Come off the knees, maybe in a small downward facing dog. Elevate onto the tippy toes, really high. Lift your heels like you're almost doing a handstand. Most of your weight's going into those arms. Now lower the heels. Now give me a small bend in both knees. Straighten the legs, lift the heels. Lower down, bend the knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. Full forward fold, just relax here for 5 deep breaths. Completely unweight the upper body, maybe even fold your arms so you have no intentions of weighting into them. Release the hands, roll up nice and slowly. Oh, there you are. Nice big deep breath. Take your gaze, look up. Now bring your hands to heart. You're going to pick up your right knee. You're going to open that leg out to the side and bring it back forward and open. Creating movement to balance just further elevates the challenge. If you're up for it, do it. If not, whoops, don't do it. You have to really focus. So if you pick a spot, maybe somewhere on the floor, okay, put that foot down. That's enough fun on that leg. Let's try the other one. Left knee up. Open and close. Work whatever range of motion you can. Try to get a little better each time. You can also send your arms out to the side if you need a little help. Put that foot down. Shake out your legs. Hands to heart. Open the feet a little wider than hip width. And let's turn the toes out just a little bit. Now I want you to isometrically pull your feet towards each other. So you got a big activation of these muscles here in the inner thighs. And hold that activation as you come down into a squat. Try to weight into the heels and get your butt back. Go as low as you're comfortable going. And then send it back up again. Try to keep that isometric pull. We're going to do it 2 more times. Pull and squeeze. Don't forget to breathe. Come down nice and slow. Get that booty back. Slowly back up. And one more. You're really concentrating on pulling those feet together. It gets harder the lower down you go, but try to work at that. Okay, relax the upper body. We're just going to sway these arms. You can keep your feet where they are. Sweep this right arm all the way around a couple of times. This is really good. You should do this every day, especially if you sleep often on your side, right? Go the other way. Actually, it's better to sleep on our backs, but sometimes it's harder than we would like. Go the opposite way. Keep the arm long as you circle it, whatever your range of motion is. It's fine by me. Okay, now elbows are going to hug into the side of the body. You're going to turn your palms to face, take a fist, but stick the thumbs out. Now open and squeeze. So big activation for your thoracic spine. We often carry a lot of stress back there. So just bringing some oxygen back to that part of the spine for muscles, your rectus spinae muscles is a good thing. So just remember to squeeze the elbows in, and you want to line up your elbow and shoulder so the elbows aren't in front and they're not way behind. You can always check your form in a mirror if you're doing these on your own. Now this next one we're going to hold for 5 counts. While you're holding it and breathing, you're going to see if you can open them a little further back. And then relax. Bring your feet in so they're width apart. We're going to take a nice big deep breath, big reach, look up, salute the sun, lift the shoulders, and then swan dive it down. 5 deep breaths here while you're inverted. And while you're down here, hold on to your left ankle or your left shin. Kickstand your right foot. You have most of your weight in the left leg. Now you can hang here, or you can sweep the right leg back for a single leg balance pose. Lower the right leg, switch your hands over to the right foot, kickstand the left one, and sweep it back and up. Get that back leg nice and long. Try to calm that right foot as you breathe. Lift the back leg a little higher. And then relax it. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Spread out your chest. Nice big deep breath. Bring your hands to heart. Step your left foot forward. We're going to turn the back foot on its side to a 45-degree angle. We're going to try our best to have our hips face forward. We're going to push this left knee forward. Now, I would like you to focus on what's happening with your back foot. I would like the back of the foot to be pressing into the floor. Bring your hands to heart, sweep them up. Big, long arms. Now, go up and over just a tiny bit to the left with the arms if you can. And then come back, bring your hands back down. I want you to come onto your tippy toes on that back foot. So just turn the heel up and now lean forward. Bend your front knee as far forward as it'll go. Get really high on the toes. So 90% of your weight is in the left leg. Now lift the right leg off the floor and lower your torso parallel to the floor. Another single leg balance. Now bend your left leg. You're doing a single leg squat and then straighten it. Bend it and straighten. And one more. And now lower that back leg. Sweep the arms up and open them nice and wide. Bring your hands to heart, bend your front leg, and then push all the way back to standing. We're going to do the same on the right leg. Big step forward. Leg is nice and long. Turn that back foot onto its side. Let's try to get these hips turning forward. And let's try to really bend into this front leg. So you're getting a huge stretch down that left leg. Reach the arms up. And maybe you go over a little bit. You might feel a nice stretch through that quadratus lumborum muscle, often a culprit for lower back issues. Okay, bring the arms back straight up. Lift that back heel up in the back. Bring your hands to heart. And here we go, leaning in. Now, lean in as much as you can and bend into this right knee. Let it move forward. Get really high on the tippy toes and either hang out there or come right off that leg and lower your torso parallel to the floor. Now let's do some single leg squats here. Bending and straightening the leg. Keeping your back leg engaged. And now take that back foot all the way back. Sweep the arms up. Open them nice and wide. Reach for the ceiling. And now you're going to swan dive it down and meet me in your high plank. From here, downward facing. Nice little reprieve or a child's pose, always an option. I'd like you to bend your left leg. Put your right heel down on the floor if you can. Now switch. Now walk both feet to the middle of the mat. Hands back to your feet, full fold. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Turn and face the left side of the room. I'm going to have you step your feet nice and wide and take the heels right to the edge of the mat. That way you know your toes are in the same line. Hands on your waist, proud out your chest, take your gaze, look up, draw the belly in. Squeeze your elbows together. And now, send your hips back, fold down, parallel to the floor. Belly button folds in. One hand at a time, lowers. Try to reach them off the mat, fingertips only, as you drive the hips backwards. Try to get a little tug of war going by sending those hips back and walking the hands further out. Your head is anywhere your neck is happy. Big deep breaths into your rib cage. Now let the top of the head hover above the floor. See if you can open your feet wide. As wide as you feel stable. Okay, fingertips down on the floor. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. You're going to lift the torso all the way back up and walk the feet together. Turn the face forward. Nice big deep breath. Swan back down. Palms down, step back to plank. From here, nice little hover. Maybe an up dog. You can have your knees on the floor. On the tops of the feet, take your gaze, look forward. Send the hips back. On the tops of your feet, just have a seat on your heels. Now, come up onto your knees. We're just going to sit here for a sec. So you get a nice stretch just on top of the ankles, right around your shin. You can always tuck a towel in behind the knees if this is too much, or you can skip it. Okay, we're going to come off the heels, have a seat, extend the legs straight out. Let's bring them all the way so the heels are in the front corners of the mat. Flex your feet, lean back, draw the belly in. Let's send the arms out in front, just fold them. So I'm still sitting on my sit bones, like I haven't collapsed my lower back, but I'm just leaning back enough that I feel a firing up of the core, excuse me, and work into my hip flexors. So you're just gonna hold here for a little bit. Now, if you can, send the arms up nice and tall, maybe take it back a tiny bit more, adding a little more work for these hip flexors. Keep sucking in that belly. Okay, now we're just gonna fold forward. Oh, how good does that feel? Push the back of the knees down to the floor. Okay, sit yourself up. Bring your feet in so they're a little bit wider than your hips. We're going to take this right heel and cross it over the left. You can wrap a towel around the bottoms of your feet and draw it towards you. I want you to feel a big stretch kind of on the outside of that right knee, and maybe all the little tendons around it. So I've got my spine long. I'm holding onto my feet, and I'm using them to help me get my upper body a little closer. And now let's do the opposite side. So take the right foot back, left foot crosses over, lean forward, grab what you can grab, search for that stretch around the back of that left leg. Get back up tall, uncross. We're going down Pilates style, however you want to get there, just go slowly. Once we're down there, we're going to enjoy a nice full body reach. Send those arms backwards. Open up the palms, spread your fingers nice and wide. Let's point our toes. Maybe your thumbs are just sort of hovering above the floor. And keep the arms long. Now clasp your fingers together back there and bring the arms forward. All the way down so your arms rest on your hips. And then send them back. This time, push your palms into each other. So you're activating muscle. And then bring it back. And do that one more time. Now, make wheel goalposts. Get nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Turn your head from side to side. See if you've got your elbows in line with the shoulders. And then take the back of the hands off the floor, move them forward. Now, it's not about rounding the shoulders up and off the floor, right? You know we can do that. This is about keeping them down. Great way to improve rounded shoulders. Which with all the sitting and technology and computer work we do, everybody can benefit from this. Not just me. I'm going to do 5 more here, nice and slowly. See if you can improve your range, but glue the shoulders down. You could also do this throughout your day, leaning up against a wall and then sliding the hands up and down along the wall. Okay, you're going to bring the arms in. Just rest them by your side down on the floor. Step both feet in. Rock the pelvis. Tilt up first. Let that lower back get down on the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Isometrically activate the inner thighs. And then slowly reverse it, drawing the stomach in. 3-4 counts in each direction. Okay, neutral spine. Walk your feet in a little closer. Bring your hands over your chest. Clasp your fingers, just let them rest there. You're going to roll the knees to the right. Going right over that glute. Come back up. Other way. Rock this side to side. Okay. Now, I want you to bring your feet close to you. Right knee crosses over left knee. You're going to grab your clasped fingers and hug both knees into the body. Now, if you can, crunch it up, find the outsides of those feet and draw them in. And let it go. Both feet back down on the floor. We're switching legs. Clasp the hands, grab that shin. Hug it in nice and close. Then if you can, Crunch up, find the outsides of those feet, draw them in and down a little bit, and enjoy that stretch. Make figure four, both feet down on the floor. Press your right ankle, bring it onto the left thigh. Left foot comes off the floor, find what you can hold and draw that left knee in and the right knee forward. This is a working stretch, so you're constantly trying to get more range of motion here. Release. Left foot over right thigh. Bring it in. Okay, one more stretch. Both feet down on the floor. Smaller bend in the legs. So walk the feet out a little bit. Cross your right knee over the left. Let those knees go towards the right side, but not get all the way. Use the right leg to help you. And then take your left arm straight up to the ceiling and back behind. Searching for a stretch over the left hip. Play around with your angles. Bring the arm in, bring the knees up, set up the opposite side. Use your left leg now to apply pressure to the right knee downward. And bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. They're both coming up and into the chest. You're going to put your hands on your knees, make a nice big circle. This is one where it's almost better the slower you go. Change your directions. And now you're gonna put your feet down on the floor. You got a pretty big bend in the legs. You're gonna walk the soles of the feet together and let the knees open out to the sides. Just kind of like your palms face up to the ceiling, get nice and flat in the shoulder blades. Just relax here for a few breaths. Okay, extend the legs all the way down along the floor, send the arms all the way back. Big reach, big deep breath. As you exhale, come on up, Pilates style, and send it between the legs. Now, sitting up nice and tall, you're gonna walk your feet in, take those hands behind you to get up onto your toes. Lift the heels nice and high. And we're back to a full forward fold. Rolling it up very slowly. And take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Good job, guys. Cheers. Hello.
Oh, I